available for our people. Which cannot happen under Nigerian government. So that is my position.
This is a combatant vehicle produced by one of us, a Biafran. So he came to show it to our leader, Nnamdu Kanu, today, assuring him that he should have a look of his handwork, of what he can manufacture. This is to tell you how talented we are. He also promised him by next year he will manufacture a separate one and a quality one than this.
Different people. You understand? I want us to make a business that we invest in this very heavily. So you need an assembly line. Assembly line can never perfect next year or next year. 6-7 years time, you start to master cars like this. You understand? So I got to know the 90 year year too. When I get the year for the very smooth, the very nice. Yeah. I don't mind. Yeah, the very nice. Continuous research and development. Continuous research in your factory now. I live in Brentford, and I came back with my tools and I gathered them. They are all artisans. But then I came to always to somewhere. I just called come and showcase your talent. Only I wrote this man existing work. I just called come and showcase your talent. I gathered them. I didn't do everything myself. I was directing. And the only day they were here, just about 4 tools. I was looking at our local which means we can get what we need for. That is the essence. What do not do for we can make it. So, somebody is right. And the person was waiting somewhere and he was come on, face yourself.
Yes, world class, better than Kendocha. Yesterday we finalized. The best in South East, South.
I want to tell him, I want to go and visit his family.
Yes, sir. I will prepare our home.
Because I want us to start making things like this. Michael and you. They will come. And by the time the government knows I'm interested, they will come to give you money. To go to house, that's what they do. I will arrange something. They are very strong.
Yes.
They are prepared to visit the places.
Yes. You see the company, they can do anything under a twinkle of eye. They have so many guys. This whole thing can be perfect more than this. You won't see any choice when working perfectly. Working perfectly.
Okay.
Oh, Lisa is up.
Tony. Hey.
Yes, sir. Say a picture.
It's very beautiful.
Very.
I'm not automatic. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at that. Look at the fuel gauge.
Yes, the fuel gauge.
Let's see the fuel gauge.
Yeah. What is the temperature?
This is amazing.
Water temperature, okay? Good.
The battery charging, gear position, this is in park.
Yes.
This odometer or speedometer is it works with GPS. It's acquiring signal. You see it?
Yes.
So it's independent of the engine and so on. Yes. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm highly impressed. Oh, okay, sir. We'll work on it.
Okay, sir.
Both yourself and the Kanu, the publication. And hopefully next time, something similar to this. Either we minimize the distance, the Bluetooth, and then host this thing inside a panel like this.
It is not a finished product yet.
I know.
We are just
it's a prototype.
Yes.
The prototype. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. I like it. So you wait, let me see this people and then we'll discuss.
All right.
Okay. For those asking me to view or to capture the vehicle. Yeah, I'm coming. No. Come on, actually hold the motor. They ain't on life, you hold the motor. Alright.
IPOB! IPOB!
One family!
IPOB!
One family!
One family!
IPOB!
One family!
IPOB!
One family!
IPOB!
Una Biala?
Yes, sir.
One day I'm going to need weba. No people want to leave. My goodness.
Hey, no shaking. No shaking.
Ihe mere n'obi Igbo mere egwuwe bandi nri anyị n'ime. Go for the name the ntakoko on the zoo. How he heard your assassin on a judge. I hope can a judge assassin on a judge. Kahama Yunanya. Kahama Yunanya. Unu ga na-ege redio Biafra, ihe ọrụ nna na redio Biafra. Ọwọgụ. Ọ bụghị eziokwu. Yes. Anyị kwetara ime kwunu nghọta. Na mana bata unu. N'ịhụnanya, n'ịdị n'otu, na mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne. Bụ ihe mere onye eluigwe ji wee hiwe IPOB. Ihe na IPOB pụrụ iche. Ọ gwụla naanị ndị a gọziri agọzi na nọ n'ime IPOB. Ndị hụrụ eziokwu n'anya. Ọ bụghị ndị okwu asị. Ịma na ọ bụ eziokwu anyị ji na-aga, ya na-eme arụsị ihe anyị etu ọgbalaga. Eleghị anya nwe onye n'ebe a, nwe ndị si gwọchabara Ebonyi, so mbịa Ebonyi. Ụbọchị gara aga. Anyị hụrụ onwe ofu ụgbọala m hụrụ buru ibu. Yes. Onwe ndị isi gwọchabara. Anyị achụ ajọ mmụọ, chụọ ajọ mmadụ. Ndị nwe na-asị ọ na-eme ha hụ anyị ha open fire. Masị ndị mmadụ laa azụ ka m pụrụ n'ihu. Gburugburu dịka ndị nta akụkọ anyị ada anyị nwaanyị n'ebe a, ma mgbe onwe onye ọzọ bịara Ebonyi, anyị nọ n'ihu ebuchie ụgbọala ha si na anyị agaghị agafe. Ma jụọ ha sị ha oge ndị eme n'ihu, asị m na ha mechiri ụzọ, a sị anyị agaghị agafe. M sị ha meghere m ụzọ moto, emeghere m ụzọ moto, sị ha achọ m ka onye ọbụla soro m n'ụlọ a n'azụ ka anyị si ebe a gafee. Ha mere ugboro 3. Ụmụaka ka agba moto ha ọkụ, mzi ha mba. Anyị na-enyezi onye amị kọmanda si ya zuzuru buru moto a si ebe a. Yesu zuru kwa n'obupu moto a. Anyị agafe site n'ihu gọọmenti haus Ebonyi gafee. Anyị emechie Abakaliki. Mechie ya emechie. Gọvanọ agbala ọ gbara ọsọ. Ha sị na ha na-eme isi ike bụ ndị zoo. Mgbe anyị pụtara n'ụzọ anyị si na-anata, ha etinye na anaga na barak ha ndị amị gbarazi ọsọ ga defend we barak ha. Afọ Igbo ka gbara. Anyị gbara ụzọ afọ Igbo mgbe anyị na-anata. Ha enye anyị escort ndị uwe ojii. Si ha nkụ na-esokwara anyị, ha masị ihe ma mekwe n'ụzọ ugbu a sị na ọwụ ụmahị mere. A sị na ọnwụ n'isi ụtụtụ a ka ụgbọala gbagharịwara na Abakaliki. Ihe na hold up nọgidere ruo n'isi ụtụtụ. Masị ha ndị gọvanọ ọzọkwa, onye sị na na-ata ntị ya ata, kumie sị na Nnamdu Kanu na ọ gaghị abịa ebe anyị na-achị, ka anyị ga ebe ahụ ga mechie ebe ahụ. And I am at your good mother dendo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my city, Armoured Car, no money. It's no so, you're back home, you're back on Canada. What we are doing is important for the future of those children. For the future. Because the zoo destroyed our own future. That car was manufactured in nowhere. Is that correct? Yes. In nowhere. Do you know how many people that could be employed in the factory manufacturing this vehicle? And other businesses that would depend on the spin-off from this factory to spur other businesses. It's called economies of scale. Yes. Because I'm a learned man. Yes. All one of Biafra can do it. Yes, in truth and in every honesty. Yes. Very important to understand this. We can no longer go back. Yes. I'm sure you all know that. Yes. There is no going back for us. Yes. The only way left open for us to go is forward, not backwards. Oh. In case you're reading junk in the newspapers, let the whole world know that I am not in favor of restructuring. Yes, sir. I am not. What I want is Biafra, and I want it now. If Biafra doesn't come, every living organism will die. Of Biafra land. Every living animal will die. Sure. That's how confident we are about this divine mission. Because one with God is majority. Yes. And IPOB is with the Most High God. Yes, there is nothing man can do. Yes. We will visit places upon places. Yes. I only went to Obi, but I didn't go to the many Igwacha itself. Yes. If I go to Igwacha, would there be any space? No. No way. Nowhere. Our enemies are afraid. Yes. I thought they were more stupid than this. Their senses are beginning to come back bit by bit. They now understand that IPOB, we mean business. Yes. So we are not like Wazirika. It's all 100,000 on that. You've sold your people for peanuts. Our young men are still unemployed, most of them. Most of our daughters cannot get married because there is no work for the men to go to. Is that not correct? Yes. I don't believe in going to one Pentecostal church or the other praying for husband. You should be praying for Biafra to come. If Biafra comes, there will be work for the men to do. When they get that money, their mothers will say to them, my son, it's time for you to go and get married. Isn't it? You will know the time has come. Your parents will ask you to go and get married. And then you can look for a very lovely Biafran daughter to marry. Isn't it? Because once you marry, you move out of your parents' house, you need to go and pay 2 years rent somewhere. Is that correct? You need to furnish the place. Is that correct? And it is their age, if you don't buy her a car, you are in serious problem. Is that not true? Yes, sir. As I say, for us to make all these things possible in Biafra land, we must get Biafra. So we can manufacture our own cars. I know when the white man hears me saying this, they will say, oh no, we don't have Biafra. Because they sell their cars to us. They know who we are. Germany has spoken, Britain has spoken, France has spoken, even USA. They say they want one zoo to continue. Because their fear is that we will manufacture our own vehicles and nobody will buy Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Volkswagen, Ford, and all the rest of them. But what we have to say is this. We are Biafrans. We don't discriminate. Allowing us to have our freedom, our own nation, to manufacture vehicles like this, will not stop us from buying Mercedes-Benz from Germany. It won't. In America, they have Chrysler, they have Ford, they have General Motors. Has it stopped Americans from buying Japanese cars? Understand what I'm saying? There is a grand conspiracy against Biafra. They know we are creative. They know we are innovative. They know that very well. They are stopping us because our Fulani knows if Biafra is on their own, they can manufacture cars. But they themselves, all they know to do is to move cattle from place to place. They know the world will ask them. Those people making cars in Biafra, they're not black people. Why can't you do it? Understand what is going on. When they say they don't want Biafra, it's not because they love you. It is because they know we will put them to shame when Biafra comes. They know that very well. So you don't know it too. A white man knows that it is only in Biafra that the world can truly say, all men we are created equal. They know it. That's why they keep stamping on us all the time. They don't want Biafra to come. I give them this challenge. If you are so confident about yourselves and in yourselves, then allow Biafra to come. Don't do that. I'm not saying that they can stop us. I'm saying it before the whole world. I'm sure this is going live to the whole world. I say it categorically. Nobody can stop. I don't care if you're United Nations Secretary. I don't give a damn who you are. Nobody can stop Biafra. Do you think you're begging them? I'm not begging anybody. I am not begging anybody. Anything they like, they can do, but Biafra must come. It must come. I don't want you to have any fear with you. Don't be afraid. Do not be. We have lost men in this very part of the business. From Mbema River to Iguacha to Onitsha, Henry, Enugu, people that came out jubilating when I got bail the second time. They were shot dead, for your information, because they want Biafra desperately.
it is better they kill all of us than for us to go back. Understand this very well. We have reached the point of no return. If they like, let them go and assemble all the countries at the UN to line up against Biafra. Biafra will come. Now you begin to understand why we say there will be no election. Because we have no weapons. We don't have any machete. We don't have any guns. We have no bullets. You know that. The only thing we have is called civil disobedience. We're not fighting any war. Civil disobedience. We want to let them know that power belongs to the people. Yes. Right now, they're taking all of us for granted. That is why our roads are not built. That is why we don't have good schools to go to. You see them, the grandpas beside their child in London, graduating. They go to America, they say, oh, the son has written from America, they take pictures. But you are the minister for education. That is why they are not interested in what happens to your kids when they go to school. Because their own is abroad where things are working. That is why it's not good for a minister of mines and power to have generator. Because he doesn't know what it feels like to stay without electricity. I don't want to give them secrets what we're going to do in Biafra land, because they will learn from it. I need you to understand. We know what we're very methodical and concise. We know what we do. That is why they are afraid. Every day, Nnamdu Kanu did this and did that and said this and that to poison your minds. To poison your minds. It's only in Biafra land that a governor can wake up and travel to Sokoto to go and pledge allegiance to Fulani Caliphate. How many times have you seen an Hausa Fulani governor coming here to see any of our traditional rulers? But you call them your leaders and the elite. They are the political leaders, they are the elite. Without a Fulani man, they will not be where they are. Don't you know that? We that we campaigned for and voted for in Rivers. IPOB, I campaigned for him on air. I campaigned for Obiano on air. Because I hate APC. I hate Islamization. And I will fight it if I say it. We chased them away from Rivers. We chased them away from Anambra. They came from the back door with their son, Aboga Wasa, to enter into APC. If not, there won't be any APC governor. Because of our stupidity, myself included. Because when Okorocha came, or should I say Aboga Wasa, we want everybody that what is happening today will happen. Has it not happened? Has it not happened? How many times? How many times did any of them get up to say the killing of our people is not good? No. Did any governor do that? No. He said we should pray. No. He said we should pray. Did anybody see the amount of riot that happened in Paris during the debate? Right, proper riot. China were just protesting, walking along the road. Proper riot led by anarchists. Not one single person was shot. Not one single person was sent to prison. I can assure you. Where people are civil, not here. When we come out, they say shoot them. After saying shoot them, you come back after 3 years to come and sit the election.
No way.
If we vote them in, that means we are more than useless.
No way.
You don't know that? they'll come to give you bags of rice and goat meat. And they say, vote for me. You only see them once every 4 years. Yes, when they come to ask you to put them back in office.
I work for a phone number, phone SIM card.
After that, they change. They throw the phone away. And then you come to me complaining that things are difficult. But when you have the opportunity collectively to make it better, you refuse. You refuse by voting for them. That's why we said, no more voting. It's over for them. They will come to frighten you, like one idiot was saying this morning. If you don't go to vote, they bring Hausa man. It's not Hausa that's ruling now. What's the difference between somebody answering an equal name, they behaving like a full animal? What's the difference?
No difference.
Is there any difference?
No difference.
Any difference?
No difference.
The only difference is that their surname is Igbo. Or maybe Calabar. Or Efik or Ebibli. They're even worse than a direct Fulani man really believes. I'm telling you the truth. They frighten you. If you don't vote for Anambra, there will be anarchy. There will be state of emergency. I think it's normal, man. No. I want an emergency now.
We already.
You're in your house. Election will carry your house away. Is it not an emergency?
It's an emergency.
We're in emergency already. And you're saying you're going to declare emergency. Which other emergency do we need? When we are meeting on the emergency already. There will be no emergency in Anambra State, and I'll tell you why. Because the House of Assembly is sitting. Their tenure hasn't come to an end. Which means that the Speaker of the House will assume the governorship position in Anambra for 6 months. It's a lie when they tell you that the anarchy it's a lie. The Speaker is there. The Speaker will take over for 6 months. After 6 months, they'll call for another election. If we say no, the Speaker continues for another 6 months. But if they want us to vote for somebody, we have a very simple request, not a difficult one. Give us a referendum vote. That is all. Let us decide once and for all where we wish to belong to lay all these debates to rest. You don't know what you're doing. Some of us don't know what we are doing. What we are doing is the very first time in nearly 286 years since white man started to come here to look for good to colonize, that we want to take our destiny back into our hands. It has never happened anywhere in Africa. Understand this very carefully. Some of us join IPOB. When we say IPOB to Britain, we say one family. You don't know what it means. What we are doing in Biafra land is the first direct challenge to the hegemony of the white man over black people in Africa. We are saying we want to take the power back. And then once we are holding it, we decide what to do with it. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yes. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yes. For the first time, we are a power to be returned back to the people that owns it. When Royal Niger Company came here, it's a trading company. They came to trade. They call them Royal Niger Company, named after River Niger, which means nigger in Latin, black. The river that flows through a black area in West Africa. That's the meaning of it. Royal Niger Company came and started trading with us. Trade. They bring whiskey, tobacco, chocolate, sugar. We give them palm oil. We give them a few other things that we have, cocoa and palm kernel. You know palm kernel? From there, they started coming in bit by bit. Because of the advance of the French, because by that time, France had taken the place you call Togo today, and Benin Republic. They sent Lugard from Hong Kong, who was in Hong Kong. They sent him to come here to stop the advance of the French. That's why he came. They set up the Royal Charter of Royal Niger Company. So the origin of the zoo called Nigeria is a simple company, Royal Niger Company. They came and decided to force us to sign the agreement to protect us. Inside that agreement, they said they will not tamper with our way of life and our political structure. But they did eventually, by creating their protectorate. Southern protectorate and Northern protectorate. We didn't know who our Southern people were before. We don't eat the same food. We don't dress the same way. Our language is not the same. Our religion is not the same. There is nothing they do which I do. Somebody on your child, white man, said, you, from today, your name is Nigeria. And people are running about with the green, white, green flag like idiots. Ask them, this Nigeria you're telling me you want to restructure, did my grandfather agree to it? Did my great-grandfather agree to it? Because some of you here, you are older than Nigeria.
Of course, myself.
If you are more than 57 years old, you are older than Nigeria. Now, my question is this. What was your nationality before 1960? Are you hearing me? The white man came here and saw us. Is that not correct? We didn't come the day that the white man came. We were here before the white man came. Then what was our identity before the white man came? It's just like all these useless states they were creating. Somebody tried to make a fool of himself, not me, by saying I should go to Abia. Go to your Abia and stop election, not in our Anambra. I was looking at video. A complete fool. Then I said to lecture them. I said, when was Abia State created? Is it not yesterday?
Yesterday.
So what was my name before Abia State was created? Imo State. I'm old enough to know when Imo State was created. What was my identity before Imo State was created? Was I not in the same place with you? They came and they are cutting us off. They can wake up tomorrow and divide this place into two. When I say something, you say, oh no, you're from the other side, you're not from here. It's divide and conquer. That's what they've been doing from time immemorial. So I told the idiot addressing me that I am more Anambra than he is. In the land of Biafra, we are IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. We do whatever we want to do. This land belongs to us. You don't know it belongs to us? That is what we are going to take back on the 18th of November. Once we have it, once we take back that power, then we decide what to do with it. Then we decide if we want to manufacture cars or not. Then we decide how we are going to build our roads. We decide how we are going to build our houses. We decide how our children will go to school. Hospitals. Because then you have the power. Now you give it to a few criminals that go to Abuja and talk rubbish. Pure rubbish.